Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, Cande on vacation. We've got dry weather today. If it's still raining where you are, don't worry. That'll be gone any second. We will be dry. We're going to get close to 55 today. More rain coming in tomorrow, and then we dip. We dip down probably Thursday and beyond, or at least Friday and beyond. We're dipping down again into the 30s, the 20s maybe at times, but it's going to get colder right now in the 50s today and dry for your Tuesday. Still plenty to do this morning. A reminder, our Top 96 countdown on the way. We are having that on December 31st, New Year's Eve, as we always do, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's an 8-hour countdown, and the bonus replay, New Year's Day, 10 to 6 as well. Get ready. What were your top songs? We will see. Specially crafted for Long Island. We are ready to go. I have to tell you about this study because, we try, especially this time of year, you're going to have a bunch of sugar, but you also, try to limit yourself if you can, right? Researchers tracked the added sugar intake of 70,000 people to see how it affected their health. They looked at 3 different sources: sugary toppings, like honey or putting something on your food, sweets like cookies, cakes, and sweetened drinks like soda. Now, obviously, they found too much sugar, especially in drinks, can up your risk for heart attack or stroke, specifically in drinks. But they were surprised to find people who completely avoided sugar were also at a higher risk. Now, they couldn't confirm, it's kind of an open-ended study here, because they do think that it is possible that people who stayed away from sugar, the no-sugar people, had pre-existing conditions that maybe weren't revealed. That's why they tried to avoid sugar. So it might not have been all about, hey, I'm going to be fit, I'm going to be in shape, I'm going to avoid sugar, I'm getting rid of sugar. They did not account in the study, they did not account for people who might have had a pre-existing condition, but they did find that people who stayed away from sugar, extremely low sugar intake, it may not be beneficial that way either. So the advice is like we always say, don't overindulge, have a little something. You're allowed, unless you have a sugar problem, all right? If you have a medical issue, then don't listen to me. But if you're, regular person, sugar's not a big deal. Just have a little treat here and there. Have a little piece of cake, have a cookie. Don't go crazy. Don't overindulge. But don't deprive yourself either, because people who stayed away fully from sugar were also not healthy the way people who eat too much sugar. Keep that in mind as you're going forward. National days for you today. We got a few. It's Wright Brothers Day. Marks the first flight they made December 17th, 1903, near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. It's also National Maple Syrup Day today. I had a little maple syrup in Canada, right? Aren't they famous for their maple syrup? Something like that. So I had a little of that while I was there. And it's also National Say It Now Day. And I love this because it tells you to grab the people in your life that you need to express gratitude for, the way they've impacted you, things, however they impact your life. Those around us, this is a perfect time. You are encouraged to tell them what you mean to them or what they mean to you. You imagine, let me tell you what I mean to you. What I meant is tell the person in your life what they mean to you, and it's called National Say It Now Day. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. All right, some good news stories. You know what? I'm going to call Cande today and tell her what I mean to her. That would be a good way to flip the National Day around. A woman in Pennsylvania named Margaret DeLillo just turned 110 years old. She credits God and good genes and beer. Her favorite is Yingling. It's America's oldest beer, which is fitting for Margaret. A woman in Maryland bought her first ever lottery ticket and won $100,000. She had to have a family member double check it because she thought she read the rules wrong. She says it was especially sweet because all of my life people have told me I'm unlucky. This proves them all wrong. And a company called Click Health, spelled with a K, by the way, Click Health, surprised a bunch of employees with a much-needed hug. They posted a video where they interview them and ask about a loved one they haven't been able to spend the holidays with in a while. Then the person walks through the door. Beautiful, a lot of crying, a lot of hugging, a lot of holiday fun ensues. I want everyone to have a great rest of your Tuesday. We are excited to get through this week, right? Get towards the holidays, and hopefully you have an easy time of it. By the way, always around this time, always thinking about those who don't get to make their own schedule, right? Those who have no choice. The nurses going into the hospital, right? Especially the ER folks, right? You got the doctors and the nurses. You got the police and the fire and the EMS and everyone else. I don't want to miss everyone. The military, right? They don't necessarily get to make their own schedule this time of year. So be thankful for any time off that you have. I will be back here tomorrow. By the way, I'm not done. Here till 10. Got a lot of music coming up between 9 and 10. And then at 10 o'clock, Jim O'Brien, Murph Dog, Jay Letterman take you through your Tuesday, which is going to be in the 50s and dry with more rain coming back tomorrow for your Wednesday. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.